The morning she slid a cashier's check across my porch table, the air still smelled like last night's rain on the pines. 50,000, she said, tapping the paper like a metronome. Sign today, or the HOA will make your situation complicated. I looked past her to the water. The lake was smooth as glass, the kind of calm my father used to call truthful water. A calm lake tells the truth, if you let it, he'd say. I folded my hands and let her keep talking. She introduced herself as Karen, as president of the Ridgeview Lakeside Association. She had a thick binder of so-called violations: my dock skirt, the hand-carved cedar sign my daughter made, even the porch flag that hung a little crooked because the old bracket never held straight. Every page bled red ink. And every line told the same story. This wasn't about rules. It was about control. I stayed calm. You came a long way to offer me 50 grand for a cabin my grandfather built with a hammer and a handshake. It's not worth more than that, she snapped. You don't even have proper lake access per our bylaws. Sell now, and I'll waive this quarter's fines. I didn't say a word. I just traced my finger along the rim of my coffee mug, chipped on one side. My wife loved this mug. She's been gone a few years now, but I still set out to cups every morning. Some habits hurt to keep, but you keep them anyway. Karen stood, adjusted her clipboard. We're repainting all porches oat straw beige next month. Yours is non-compliant. Expect a notice. She tucked the check beneath the mug like a coaster. Don't wait too long. When she left, the dock rope creaked in the morning breeze, and the anger started to rise. Not over the money. I've had money for a long time. I just don't wear it. I made it quietly, selling a software company years ago. With it, I bought this lake, the entire lake, through a trust to protect it. No resorts, condos. Just a clean, quiet place where families could fish, breathe, and remember what matters. I called Ben, my lawyer, a man who speaks plain English and knows when to laugh. They're trying to squeeze me, I said. Fines, violations, the full HOA parade, chuckled. Let them write all the tickets they want. Judges love paperwork. You still own the lake through Timberline Water Trust, right? Every inch, I said. The water, the bed, the dam, all of it. My rules. My father's rules. Good, keep notes. And keep your temper. By the next morning, the flood began. 12 notices in 1 week. Dock too long. Flag too high. Unapproved rustic decor. They even cited my rocking chair for facing the wrong direction. The final letter warned they'd suspend my lake privileges until I paid a compliance bond. That one made me laugh. Then it made me mad, so I drove to the county recorder's office. The same lady who notarized my deed 3 years ago looked up and smiled. Back so soon? She asked. Hoss getting creative, I said. Needs certified copies, lakebed deeds, riparian rights, trust covenants, and the original plats. She slid on her glasses and started printing. These HOA folks forget history, she said, but paper remembers. That Sunday, Karen called an urgent community meeting. Folding chairs, lemonade, a squealing PA speaker. She stood up front like she was hosting a courtroom drama. Neighbors, she said, we have a problem cabin. Dangerous dock. Defiant owner. If he doesn't comply, our bylaws allow liens and even a sheriff's sale. I let her have her moment. Then I stood. My name's Jack, I said. Cabin's mine. Been in my family longer than this subdivision's existed. I'll start with respect. Thank you all for caring about this community. A man in a ball cap crossed his arms. So are you breaking the rules or not? I smiled. I mow the shared roadside. I plow the steep part in winter. I pull beer cans out of the lake every weekend. If a crooked flag bracket makes me a criminal, then yes, sir, guilty as charged. A few laughs broke the tension. Karen wasn't amused. Second, I said, holding up the folder. Your so-called lake privileges don't come from the HOA. They come from me. Timberline Water Trust. My holding company owns the lakebed, dam, and shoreline rights. I bought them 3 years ago to keep this lake clean and public. The HOA never owned them. The developer sold easements he didn't control. The room went still. You could hear the ice clinking in lemonade cups. Karen blinked. That's not how our bylaws. Your bylaws handle fence heights and mailbox paint, I said. They don't rewrite state property law. I handed copies of the deed around. A retired teacher read it out loud. All lands beneath the ordinary high water mark. Assigned to Timberline Water Trust. The man in the ball cap turned to her. Looks pretty clear to me. Karen's voice sharpened. Even if that's true, we can still fine him. You can fine me for a crooked bracket, I said. But you can't invent lake fees you never had the right to charge. And you sure can't threaten sheriff's sales over fake debts. Someone clapped. Then another. Karen's cheeks went red. We'll consult our counsel. Please do, I said. And while you're at it, tell your counsel I'm launching new lake rules. Free weekday fishing for kids and seniors. Weekend access capped to protect the marsh. No gas motors near the nesting grounds. If the HOA wants to help, I'll donate bags and gloves for cleanup days. But don't threaten neighbors with laws that don't exist.
Not here.
Not anymore. That night, a patrol car cruised by twice, slow, windows down. I didn't flinch. I poured another cup, set it beside my wife's, and watched the headlights ripple across the calm water. This lake isn't just property. It's memory. My daughter's first fish. My father's laughter echoing off the shore. My wife's voice in the morning air. You don't let fear steal that from you. Next dawn, I walked the bank and picked up beer cans. A teenage boy jogged by, stopped. Sir, is it true you're giving free fishing permits for kids? It is, I said. You like to fish? Yes, sir. Bring a friend Saturday morning. I'll show you how to tie a line that lasts. He smiled like someone just extended summer. By midweek, the county sent notice. The HOA's lien threats were improper. Even the game warden stopped by. Big man, soft voice. He shook my hand and said, Nice to see someone protecting the nursery. Word travels fast in small towns. Karen came back once more, this time with a camera crew from the community social page. Hoping to spin her story. Residents want uniformity, she told the camera. We can't have one man turn that off, I said. You're on private property. The cameraman looked at my no trespassing sign and shut it down. I looked her in the eye. Karen, you can still be remembered as the one who organized the lake cleanup and brought neighbors together. Or you can be remembered as the one who tried to bully them. You choose. For a moment, the mask cracked. Maybe control was her only armor. Maybe she'd never been offered grace before. She stepped back quietly and left. Summer rolled on. The air smelled like cut grass and barbecue smoke. 20 kids lined up on my dock for fishing lessons that first Saturday. Their laughter bounced off the water and came back twice as loud. At the next HOA meeting, I sat in the back. Karen resigned. The new president, Teresa, opened her notebook and smiled. Let's make this a neighborhood again, she said. Later, Ben called. Want to file a lawsuit for all that nonsense? No, I said. Sometimes the best win is peace. He laughed. You're a better man than me. Maybe. Or maybe I just learned what real wealth is. It isn't the money in your account. It's the calm in your heart. It's hearing a loon call across the water at dusk. It's beyond knowing you stood your ground with dignity. That's the kind of wealth you can't buy. A few days later, Teresa knocked on my porch with a flyer. Community potluck this Sunday, she said. You coming? I'll bring the sweet corn, I told her, and the trash bags for after. She smiled. Deal. The lake was calm again. And for the first time in years, so was I. You can't bully a lake into loving you. You can't bully a neighbor into respecting you. You earn both, one honest day at a time. Have you ever faced an HOA like this? Share your story in the comments. I read every one. And if you believe some fights are worth having, hit subscribe and let's stand up together.